Hi, folks. This weekend in the US is Super Bowl Sunday. While most people are getting ready for the game, I'm spending time carving my bowls. Two of them, one simple and one a little more involved. Same tools, same wood, just two different approaches. The first bowl is as straightforward as it gets. More like a little dish than a bowl even. No foot, no exterior design, just simple functional dish. This is the kind of bowl that I definitely recommend for beginners. I'd like to focus on fundamentals like control of the knives, grain direction, consistency, without worrying about a bunch of decoration or anything like that. When I carve a bowl like this, I'm paying attention to the thickness of the walls more than anything else. So like even walls here, and a flat bottom so that it sits level on whatever surface you're putting it on. Really nothing fancy. So if you're new to bowl carving, this style can teach you a lot without asking too much from you. Really helps you get used to practicing with a hook knife also. The bowl really doesn't try to impress. It's meant to be used. So, whatever you'd reach for without thinking, like snacks, keys, jewelry, whatever can end up in it. Simple doesn't necessarily mean boring, but intentional, minimalistic, utilitarian, right? The second bowl, it starts out the same way, but not for long. So the second bowl here, it has, I'll take the lid off. It has what's called a foot on the bottom here, which changes immediately how the bowl feels. It lifts the bowl off the table slightly, and gives it just a little bit more presence, right? The way that we accomplish this bowl is by first roughing out the general shape of the bowl, and then I move to carving out the foot down here. Once the foot's established, I'll carve out the interior bowl here using the hook knife, and then I'll move to the exterior, just kind of making sure the shape is how I want it, and then moving to the exterior design. For this, I used a hook knife here, so just kind of like this down. You'll see in the video that I post this technique. You can also do this with a gouge. Folks put this on a table and then you gouge downward like that. I wanted to try doing this with a hook knife to get these kind of like larger ridges here, and so that I think it kind of came out kind of nicely there. Exterior carving, it's not about removing a ton of wood. It's more like small controlled cuts here, letting the knife do the work and then letting the pattern develop kind of naturally. I wasn't too concerned about evenness to the design. I just wanted to, like I said, this one was kind of an experiment, and I actually like that it's a little bit uneven. The lid here to the bowl, it actually started out the same as the first bowl. So this actually was the other half of the wood that I started with. So I cut this block of wood in half, and then I got two tiny bowls out of that. So it started off almost exactly like this one, where I'm just roughing out the general shape, adding a foot, carving out the internal part of the bowl, and then finishing with these little ridges here. But because it came from the same block of wood and then the same general design, kind of fit perfectly on there. really nice. It's not just the lid, right? I kind of envisioned that you could flip this over and then do something like olives in here and then the pits here, or like shishito peppers here and the stems here, something like that, or just small snacks, um, something like that. I really love pieces that can do more than one thing, so this kind of worked out perfectly. This bowl here, it takes a little bit more time and patience, but still just a bowl, same tools, same wood, um, just a little bit more time on that one. Side by side, the difference is quite obvious, right? One is kind of quiet, simple. The other, you can look a little closer and find a couple more details there. They just serve different purposes and meet you at different points in your carving journey. So however you spend your Super Bowl Sunday, whether it's carving, watching the game, or just slowing down, I hope you have a well-rounded weekend and find a nice balance between simple, straightforward moments and ones that keep things a little more exciting. If you found this helpful or enjoyable, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel. Comment below which bowl you like better, or if you have a suggestion for a totally different design, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.